Hi guys, thank you so much for checking in. Today we're going to be making some Turkish lamb and dill infused bulgur. As you can see, we've got all the ingredients lined up for us today. It's going to be a very easy recipe. As you can see, very few ingredients. I'm going to walk us through them in a minute. Right, so let's start off with the bulgur. So we just got ordinary bulgur, bulgur wheat, and that's going to be 150 grams. And then we've got 250 cherry tomatoes, grams of cherry tomatoes. We've got 200 of lamb. Now the thing with the lamb is that it was supposed to be minced, but I couldn't find any, so I just improvised with some meatballs, which I'll mash up in a minute. The next thing is some harissa sauce, hot, and you also want some sumac as well. We've also got some. Good thing was that if you were watching the last podcast, we did have some Greek yogurt in there, so we still had some left over, which is exactly 150, so I didn't have to go out and buy some more. We've also got some lemongrass here, just one stalk, some dill, and some. Right, okay, so with the garlic, you will only need 2, but if you are a garlic fan like me, just take an extra 2, and we're just going to crush that with some olive oil, and we're going to add that to our yogurt. You will need a big non-stick pan, and you'll also need a normal size pan for your. Right, so first things first, I need to crush my my lamb because I couldn't find any in the store, so that should be really easy to do. Next thing is to just add some oil into the pan. So you can add a little bit of olive oil into the pan, as much or as little as you'd like, and we're going to put that on high heat. Right, so while we're waiting for that to get heated, we're just going to heat up a kettle full of water for the bulgur. So this will be the same quantity that you would use if you were making pasta, for example. And you just want to pop all the ingredients into the small pan for 15 minutes. Right, as you can see, the oil has nicely heated. We're just going to add the mince into there. Perfect. And we're just going to break it down as we cook it in here. Just break it down until it's in a nice pulp. That will take you about 2 to 3 minutes until it's all separated. Right, while the lamb is cooking, we're just going to add the bulgur into the boiling water. So you don't need to add any salt or pepper at the moment. So we're just going to boil that at high heat for 15 minutes. Right, now at this point you're just going to add about a teaspoon of salt into the mince, and while that's cooking you're going to chop up the garlic and the cherry tomatoes into half. The cherry tomatoes just into half and chop them. Right, now that the garlic is chopped and the tomatoes are halved, just add a little bit of oil into your garlic and just crush that. So you're going to add this to your yogurt to make the garlic yogurt that will go with the lamb when it's cooked. Okay, so as this is still cooking, I'm just going to do the garlic yogurt. So I'm just going to add all the yogurt in there. And I'm going to add half the garlic into the yogurt. And the other half is going to go into the mince in a minute. Right, okay, do not forget to add the crushed garlic in there as well and just mix that. And then now the mince is done, we're going to add the cherry tomatoes in there and we're going to mix that. We're also going to reduce the heat just so that can cook nice and slowly. Alright, so while this is coming up nicely, now we're going to want to add 2 tablespoons of the harissa paste along with 2 tablespoons of boiled hot water as well. And while we're doing that, don't forget to add okay, so I meant to say you need to add a generous pinch of some sugar into the harissa paste, some boiled hot water, and the leftover garlic. So we're just going to add that all in there. Right, okay, so after mixing that really well, just make sure that the sugar has dissolved and it has been mixed up properly. We're going to add this to our cooking lamb, and we're going to cook that for a further 3 minutes, guys. 3 minutes we're going to cook that for. Right, okay, so the timer for the bulgur has just come off, and we're just going to make sure that we drain that properly. And once that's drained, we're going to add that back into the pot, and we're going to season that generously with some right, okay, so after that's well drained, we're going to add that back to the pot. And now we're going to come to the lemongrass and the dill. So we want to chop both these finely, and we're going to use the sumac. We're only going to use 1 teaspoon of this. Okay, now that we've chopped those finely, we're going to add 1 teaspoon of the sumac into the bulgur. We're going to add all our chopped ingredients in there as well. Just all of them in there. Right, with all of those in there, I'm just going to drizzle a little bit of the olive oil just to make sure that we do have some bit more flavor in there. We're going to season it generously with some salt and some pepper as well. Right, okay guys, we are almost done. We're just going to mix our bulgur just to make sure that all those nice herbs have been mixed in properly and that the dill is infusing with the steam. And I'm also going to check on our lamb. Okay guys, food is ready. Just as simple as that. So you want to place the bulgur at the base. Put in as much as you'd like in there. And then we're going to top that with the yogurt. Okay, and next up is the yogurt. So after mixing it a little bit, I did add a little bit of chive in there. So you just want to add that right in there. A few dollops right on top of the bulgur. Okay, so after the yogurt, the next thing is the lamb. And that goes right on top of the yogurt. So this just brings the contrast, the little cooling agent to the hot lamb. Gonna add. Right, last but not least is just a little bit of garnish. This is just the extra dill that was left. And guys, lunch, dinner, whatever it is served. 30 minutes to make.